Hey guys, welcome back for another video. I've got in today a couple new torque wrenches. Sorry for the glare here. It is a very glossy package. Let me take off this plastic real quick. Well, that's not a whole lot better. Stand by, this will only last a second. First up, we've got this 1/4" drive and socket set. Let's take a look at that. And these are off Amazon from a company called ETOOLAB. I'll put a link down below if you're interested. This one has its own nice little carrying case. We'll open that in just a second. But I also have a larger 3/8" drive. And this is a standard click type, much larger. Now the reason you may really need more than one torque wrench is because there is no one torque wrench that can do both small values and high. They operate in a certain range before they get very inaccurate. So think small bolts and large bolts. And I also have a much larger one that I use for things when you have to go, 100, 120 foot-pounds, or pound-feet I should say. I'm old school. I have said foot-pounds my entire life. And then, it comes out that actually it's pound-feet, be more accurate. So I've been trying to correct myself over the years, but it's one of those things where it's so ingrained in my head. Foot-pounds is just kind of in my brain. But let's unwrap this one too. And this one also has a nice little carrying case. Let's pop it open. Got some instructions. This one has a certificate of calibration. And just a quick note about calibration. Yes, if you are using these or any torque wrench in a high volume or precision environment where you're doing manufacturing or anything like that, yes, you absolutely need to get your torque wrenches periodically calibrated. However, if you're just a home user, infrequent use, the real key is your storage of them. You don't want to store them under tension. So just screw your settings all the way back down to 0 when you put it in your toolbox and you will be good for many, many years. It's not going to be drifting out of balance just sitting there like that. But the more you use it, or if you accidentally store it for years, jacked up, yes, you should get it calibrated. Even then, you're only talking, a couple percent at worst out of spec. Now that does become an issue more so when you're dealing with the smaller ones. When you're dealing in pound-inches, a fraction of the larger wrenches means that a small percent is still a pretty good drift. So we've got an instruction sheet here. I don't know if this one is even able to be calibrated. Sometimes the small ones aren't, but this one is. So look at that. Very good. So this one passed as well. Very cool. And we've got some bits in here. Kind of a all-in-one kit. Lube. Interesting. Got some lube. Everybody needs lube. And then we have the torque wrench itself. Ooh, it's actually a lot heavier than I thought. Feels very heavy duty. I've also used the super cheap ones from Harbor Freight, and let's just say I was not impressed whatsoever. This one looks and feels a lot more high quality. Ooh, very smooth actuation. Now I know what that lube is for. Oh yeah, that glides. And we've got this snap ring here to lock it in place. That is really nice. That is so easy to use. And then you just have the fine markings here to dial it in precisely. Love it. Just big enough for my hand. I've got big hands. It's about equivalent to a standard screwdriver size. This one is a little bit bigger diameter and length. Definitely fits in your palm better. But you can see it's still pretty small. We're only maybe, 16 inches, 15, somewhere around there. So it's not a huge torque wrench. You wouldn't want to be doing truck lug nuts or anything like that. Obviously, it only goes up to 50 pound-feet. So good enough for anything on a motorcycle itself, building an engine block, your steering stem torque, I believe that's probably going to be above, at least on some bikes. I think those are typically in the 60, 70 range. So you're going to need a larger one for that kind of stuff. But for most items, 5 to 50 is definitely a almost do-it-all. So over on this other side of the case, we also have a ton of specialty bits. That is really cool. And then of course you've got the driver to work with everything in this case. This actually feels and looks really cheap. It's that almost unfinished plastic look, and this is definitely Harbor Freight quality metal, just the way it looks in the finish. It's kind of oily and scratchy. So I would consider all of this kind of a freebie. You're really only buying it for the torque wrench, but this whole kit is so dirt cheap. I wouldn't even care if it had any of this stuff. This is all duplicate stuff for what I have in my tool bench anyway, so this is really all I'm going to be using. All right, very cool. Let's take it out and just run it through everything on a couple bolts and see how it feels. All right, I've got one of my adapters on here, and I'm using one of the Allen sockets out of the small kit on the larger torque wrench. One thing I do notice is they could do a better job with the printing here on the rotation ring. It's great up on the shaft with the high contrast, but no matter what lighting I'm in, I've got direct reflection off whatever center mark I'm at, so you kind of have to rotate it a little bit to see it. Minor nitpick, you would definitely get used to it, but I usually only tend to work at the 0 mark, so just making that, you know, maybe a big black mark or something rather than the white on the green, that would be an easy improvement. So I'm going to test this real quick on these bolts down here. Torque spec is 20 foot-pounds. I loosened this one a little bit. We've got this set to 20. Nice fit on the adapter. And a nice solid click. That feels and works very well. Nice snug fit there too. Usually with these inexpensive kits, I find that the socket kits are really woeful, but no, this one is a nice solid engagement. Very nice. All right, I expect the small one's going to be similar. Let me find a small bolt or screw head to test that on. All right, this little bolt here should do very well. I've got it slightly loosened, part of our clutch assembly. I've got it set to 100 pound-inches. Oh, weird. This one pivots all the way up here. I was expecting it down lower. Just feels different. It's a much softer little click, but very noticeable because the whole thing does shift and move. Definitely lets you know that it's at the limit. Very cool. And I also noticed right here, they actually tell you store at the lowest setting. I like that they give you that little tip just to make everything better over the long haul. And they do have the range here of 10 to 230 pound-inches. So definitely fills the gap between this and their larger model. All right, very cool. Very happy with the quality of them overall. Just fix that printing and man, this would be pretty much a flawless tool buy. All right, I'm gonna spin these back down to their lowest setting and stick them and add them to my collection. Definitely enjoy having these. I've been missing the smaller ranges from my repertoire. Now I have a lot of experience torquing bolts, especially in the lower ranges, 8, 10, 15, 20 foot-pounds. I can do that by feel blindfolded. A lot of people can after a little bit of experience, but it's always good to have accurate tools to do that when you need it. So if you're looking for an inexpensive but very nice quality set, I'll link down below. Check them out. See you next time.